was in your top two when you first decided to portal. And you mentioned Adrian Peterson as one of your favorite players. What was like maybe your knowledge before coming to Norman and of you just growing up and watching college football?
Yeah, honestly, not too knowledgeable, but since getting here, I've learned a lot. All I really knew about Oklahoma was like obviously Baker Mayfield, Adrian Peterson, DeMarco, Joe Mixon, and they have like a long lineage of great offensive guys and defensive players as well. But yeah, sorry, what was the question again?
Just like maybe what you've learned. You answered it, basically.
Yeah.
What you've learned since you've been there.
So yeah.
What's it been like working under DeMarco so far?
Yeah, working with him again, it's just been great. Like being able to learn from a legend, watching him growing up. It's just cool to be around him now, and just everything he says, I take it and try and implement it into my game, and try and do things the way that he's done it. Being a professional and being in the league for 8 years, playing at a high level, and so yeah.
Jen, I apologize if you've already answered this, but what's it been like kind of just coming to Norman, and what sort of adjustments have you had to make, and what's kind of been the biggest surprise for you?
Yeah, it's been different. I mean, I'm from California, Southern California. I'm from the city, so it's a little different. You got a lot of bugs out here. I had a hornet's nest by my garage the other day. I had no idea what to do. I almost hit it down, but a couple of people on Instagram said that'd be a bad idea. So other than that, man, there's no distractions out here. I've been getting into fishing, doing a couple of country things.
Have you made a Brahms visit yet?
Brahms, no, I haven't. I heard about it though. I see them everywhere. So I heard they got some good stuff over there. I'll check it out.
You're not a Thunder fan yet?
Oh yeah, I'm an NBA champ.
Okay, I thought maybe
Yeah.
all of a sudden you might have Lakers in.
Nah. I honestly didn't watch basketball before coming here, but yep. I do. I'm a Thunder fan.
What'd you end up doing with the Hornet's Nest? You didn't knock it down. What'd you end up
Oh
doing?
no, I call it maintenance. I call it maintenance, man. They were saying to go get like a cup of gasoline and just put it over it, but I was like, nah, it's too close.
How much have you gotten to know Matias, and what's your impression of him?
Yeah, Matias my neighbor. We just hang out a lot, man. We got this little thing going on right now where we just hit 1,000 jump ropes a night and try and beat each other. We time it. But yeah, he's very competitive. He's sneaky athletic. I didn't really expect him to be that athletic, but watching his film last year and seeing him work out in the building, it's surprising. And then he's a great leader. It just comes naturally for him. So I'm excited to play with him.
Who wins those jump rope competitions?
You
You or him?
Man, me. Me. Under 6 minutes. Yeah, so ask him.
What's Matias at?
Matias, I won't speak for him, but it's not under 6 minutes.
Would he admit that it's you beat him most of the time, or do you think he would say it's
He
him?
won't admit it. But I have it on video though, so that might get posted.
You mentioned even it getting used in the slot, or the pass catching abilities of your game. How much do you feel like that adds to the running back room, just your ability to catch the ball like that?
Yeah, I mean, like the game is changing, and running backs have to be more versatile than ever, and I feel like that's what I bring to the room. Like I said, the other guys do a really great job of that as well, and I know last year the team was riddled with injuries, especially at the running back and offensive line position. But watching the guys this summer, during OTAs and walkthroughs and stuff, and throwing on the weekends with John and the other quarterbacks, like you'll see like a lot of us at the running back position be used out wide.
Is that a part of your game that you feel like has developed since you got to college? Was that a part that you used in high school? That pass catching part of your game? Yeah,
no, in high school I was used more as like just a traditional running back. But I think it evolved more once I got to college. Once they gave me the opportunity, and I showed them that I could, be that player.
The young guys that are in the running back room as well have had some mixed results. Like, for instance, Xavier started slow last year and came on late. What are your thoughts on some of those guys, the young guys?
Yeah, I mean, Coach V was talking about resiliency yesterday in our team meeting, our 2.5, 3 hour long meeting. And yeah, man, just that's very important. Like, that's at the end of the season, those are the teams that wind up on top. Those teams who are resilient, and you know, I think that our room is very resilient as well, and you know, the whole team, you know, as a whole is resilient, and that's one of the best traits you can have being a player and on your team.
You're an older guy, so to speak, but you're also new. Does someone like Javvante Barnes kind of, quote unquote, take you under his wing, show you around, say, here's how we do things? Or have you guys gotten closer?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's a different way that they do things in this program, which is what attracted it to me in the first place. And so, you know, like, just watching Javvante and how he carries himself around the facility, you know, seeing how he interacts with people, you know, I'm just learning. I'm learning not just from, you know, guys who are my age, but, you know, the younger guys as well. So, yeah, it's been good.
Jaydn, speaking of learning Norman and OU, what was your first impressions of the summer with Schmitty, and how did that go?
Schmitty's hilarious. Schmitty, yeah, he's a great strength coach. I remember my first day here, he got on me because I wasn't talking enough. Like, literally my first day of workouts, he was like, he pulled me to the side and he was like, hey, you need to talk more. Like, this ain't enough. Like, you just ain't good enough. I'm like, dang, dude, like, this is the first day. Like, you want me to yell at these dudes? Like, that's crazy. But, you know, like, I took his advice and he was right in the end. And I feel like, you know, he helped me to have a great summer.
Jaydn, what excites you about Arbuckle's offense and how your skill set can fit into it?
Yeah, I went into it like a little earlier, but again, just, you know, his spread offense. You know, in the recruiting process, we went over a lot of film and just was kind of asking him, like, how would I be used in this offense? And, you know, he plans on implementing a couple of things of me being out wide and not just used as a traditional running back. So that's what excites me the most.
What do you think when you hear people question if you can be as successful in the SEC as you were on the West Coast?
Yeah, I don't really pay attention to that, and if I do hear about it, it's just motivation, you know. I know myself, I know what I can do, I know my skill set, and so at the end of the day, football is football, and we've been having a good summer over here. Our OTAs and our one-on-ones with the linebackers and the corners and nickels, and I feel like I know what I can do.
How excited are you about competing in the SEC and maybe especially playing in the OU Texas game, for example?
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited to compete. That's just my nature. And then playing in that Red River rivalry is very exciting, you know. But, I mean, all these games are exciting, man. Alabama, getting to play Auburn again, you know, LSU, like, these are teams that I watched growing up, and I'm just excited to play against them.
Jaydn, the big freshman year you had, the big sophomore year you had, was last year, junior year, was that tough for you? Was it difficult personally, enduring those injuries and whatnot?
Yeah, it was very tough, enduring that injury and not really handling it properly. But it was just a learning lesson. And so now I take that and we'll use what I learned from last year in the rest of my career.
You talked about BB's resilience message in the 3-hour meeting. How does that relate to what you went through last year and how you can kind of come back this year?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, resiliency is very important. And like I said, like, if you want to be a good player, you have to be resilient, and like you have to figure out a way to get things done, no matter what. And so, you know, a lot of guys on the team are resilient, and it just rubs off on you, as well as the coaches. So
you said it wasn't handled. The injury wasn't handled. You didn't handle it right, or somebody didn't handle it right.
Yeah, kind of like a mix of like my injury being misdiagnosed and the, you know, a little bit of the communication not going the right way on staff, but you know, I kind of blame myself, you know, for not trusting my gut and listening to my body. So yeah.
Was it a sprain, or was it beyond that?
Yeah, it was a grade 3 high ankle sprain. Yeah, and then I also had some in my knee, grade 1. So yeah, I feel like if I would have sat out a couple weeks and took the time to really heal, it wouldn't have been nagging me up until the last game of the season.
How excited are you for the daily battles with this defense?